as I'm going through the vlog entry, or the blog entry, this was one of the amplifiers that slipped past my reviews, so I wanted to go ahead and do it today. This is the Recoil Audio Echo Series, RED1800.1. It's a Class D monoblock. There is the rated power. So they've all been conservative, and I'm sure this one's probably conservative. It probably does about 2K. I'm interested in seeing the guts though, of what it resembles. Again, like the other amps, it looks like they just use a little bit stronger device and maybe push the voltage a little higher on each of the, I'm thinking like the DI series. There's the DI 550.4, 800.4, and then the 1200.4. I haven't really done a deep dive, but I don't have time and I don't really need to. The products do what they do, and somebody that has a dyno, fucking go for it. So, but let me open this up and we'll go from there. Just one-handed. Plastic bag, as typical, uses the 3 logs. Like on the, I started doing this with the 1200.1. They came out with a different version of the 1200.1 also. Wang Hai and them, they also changed the bass knob. I think that's when we started seeing some of these things. Let me put this down real quick. All right, super clean. Don't forget to take off the little protective sticker. My mom left hers on her VCR for over 25 years. 0 gauge power and ground. Looks like 8 gauge on the speaker side, and then remote looks entirely too large, but it's there. So this is the changes where they put the master in the, oh, excuse me, output master, input slave. Again, and then there's a clip light indicator. I think this is just for daisy chaining to other amplifiers, which I think is kind of dumb. I think this might be a strapping RCA if you want to strap 2 of these together, again, which I think is dumb. Don't do it. There's an analog way to do it that's better and less risky. They do have output RCAs if you want to daisy chain just the signal, so that way you don't have to use a bunch of Y cables. Same features as before. Gain, subsonic, doesn't need to be there. Turn that subsonic all the way down. Bass boost only up to +9. Not sure what at frequency that is. And then you got the low pass filter for paisas and listening to banda. I turned that all the way to the right, which is 250 hertz. And then there's no reason to go down to LPF. So you want to put this to red at 12 o'clock. I go all the way to the top and then I back it off to 12 o'clock. Bass boost, I just give like, I go at like 9 o'clock, all the way off and then up a little bit, just a little bit. Typically, if you design your system right, you don't really need a bass boost. Not that I'm against bass boost. I think it's a very valuable tool when it's used correctly. So, and then this should have the box looks a little smaller. Should be the smaller bass knob. Oops, little baby screws. There we go. Yeah, it's the little baby one. Let me pull it out of the plastic. So they addressed some of the issues that Big D had brought up when he originally did the review. I think he did a review on the 1200.1, if I remember right. I know he did the 2500.1. Smaller bass knob, smaller as far as size goes. Same connection, phone connection. It's got a power, which I think is blue, and then the clipping indicator is, I think, yellow. And then the bass knob goes all the way to the left where it's supposed to, and then turns up clockwise for max. It's got a couple screws if you want to mount it to your dash. I don't ever do that. We did a couple of installs last week, and I supervised a couple of installs last week. I didn't do them. Rigo's been doing them. But I like to put the bass knob by the cup holder and just kind of let it dangle. When I drive a car, I'm actually a very tall guy, about 6'1", and so usually I have my hand on the top of the wheel, and then if I need a bass adjustment, it'll be from my right hand down by my waist. So I don't want to reach forward, because that's a big reach for me to try to adjust the bass with the bass knob underneath the dash. So especially on the left or even on the right, either way I don't like it. I just put it over here by the cup holder. This does also, of course, come with the tools and the big 0-gauge ferrules, if that's what you want to use. So, and a manual if you want to read that. But let's go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. Look at the guts. Look at these guts. These, of course, are the newer ones. I don't know if it's a newer build house or if they just changed the format. They use the star. Let me go get the star driver real quick. All right, it uses a T10, also known as a Torx 10. There we go. There's the guts. This looks a little more delicate than the 2500. Petite, I should say. A little lacking on the input capacitors. These are the 12 volt side. Gets stepped up, and then these are the rail caps. And then here's your outputs. Power supply, diodes, and then it filters the signal through here. This is the main transformer, and then you have successive filters for the output, and then finally to the big wires. These are unnecessarily large, but they go to the speaker connections, and then you have all your preamp controls over here controlling the signal. I'm sure it's a really good amp. I've sold maybe 3 of them when they first came out. They've been out for a couple months now, and they have I think they have an inventory of about maybe 10, maybe 20 of them at the warehouse. So some distributors might have them. What did we say? MAP was like $200. So $200 shipped for this one. For $50 more, you can get you can get a blank BBC from me, which is it does 2,500 watts, which is the blank amplifier from Blackjack Audio. You can add 100 if you want the graphics, like the big Negro wiener or whatever you want on there, swastika. I don't give a shit. Whatever you want. The other one is for the same 250. You can also get the RED1800.1. Basically the same amplifier as like the JP23. And then for the same $250, you can also get the DII 3300.1 from me for the same 250. So, and that does about 3,500 watts. It's a little high voltage Brazilian design. It's only about that big. It's pretty small. And did I order some? No, I got some more 8Ks on order and 5Ks Brazilians. So if you guys any one of those, most of the guys that want those get the custom graphics, which is an extra 100. We had a couple guys lined up that were doing them for resale, but for whatever reasons, a couple of them have had some family issues and not able to do that stuff anymore. So yeah, so we upped the price on the engraving just because it was actually costing me like $5 to get your engraving. So now we just up it to 100, which is standard. You just got to provide the graphics, and then we don't really charge an art fee. A lot of places that do engraving charge like a $75 or $100 art fee. We don't charge that. It's just, again, it's $100 a piece. And again, you should be using it to make something either super memorable or valuable to you, or something that you're reselling to improve your brand. And then of course, as we progress, things will get cheaper and we can import more, etc., etc. So, but I'm going to go ahead and include the 0-gauge fuse holder. Let me go grab that real quick. So somebody was asking about that. I actually prefer the ones that come in the power wire kits. I like to buy the RCK 46, which is a 4-gauge 6-channel kit, and then I steal the 6-channel RCAs out of it, and I steal these fuse holders because they're too big. It's only 4-gauge wire, and then I replace them with a little mini A&L 4-gauge, and then I include like 3 fuses. Like let's see, I think it comes with a 40, and then I also include a 60, maybe an 80, and then like a 125. because some people just put, max it out or whatever. So so it's kind of overkill to put this one, which is a 0 gauge, into that kit. And then I also I take out the 6-channel and replace it with a 2-channel RCA. So what I'll do is I do these, and then I just buy, I think I buy the Scar fuses. They seem to be the best deal off of Amazon. And then I just include a 200 amp. Normally these come with 120 with the wire kit. I just leave it in there as a backup for spare. So I'll wrap that. Include some new Jizz Llama stickers. And this is going out to my buddy right now. He ordered one. Let me get his name real quick. Jared Marshall. This one's going out to J-Rod. I'm going to go ahead and sign this one because technically I avoided the warranty, but he can go through me, and I just slip it in the butthole in the back of the warehouse, and I go, oh, this one's bad. If they go bad, that's what's great about Amazon. I love buying off Amazon and just sending back broken stuff and getting new stuff. It's wonderful. And that's all paid for by the people that sell on Amazon. That's one of the reasons why I can't afford to sell on Amazon. A lot of people create losses, and then sometimes they send stuff back like, where's that one? Somebody sent back a different Recoil equalizer. This was one of the B-stock returns. And then I ended up getting, maybe it's a Rockville one. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sell this one because there's no resale value on it. So I'm just going to consume it and put it on the big stereo. I haven't had a nice EQ on there since I was buying from Canon Electronics, where again I was buying the SSL ones. I love the SSL ones because they were only $15. But yeah, we'll go ahead and button this back up. I'll double box it and we'll get it shipped out tonight with a bunch of other stuff. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can. What I'm going to do this year is I'm only going to send out Christmas cards to everyone that's on the Patreon, and you can join the Patreon for $1 a month if you want. I don't care. It's mostly, it just tells me that I'm connecting with these users, these people, and it's sort of like I love you and you love me back. So that's right. Like we learned on Will and Grace, the only way to tell people that you love them is to give them money. So and again, I don't give a shit about the money. What you get back is way more. It mostly is just really super positive feedback. As I found out with my Instagram account, or I should say with the Robot Underground Instagram account, is that we had 8,200 on there before stupid Savannah Hernandez, comedian Savannah Hernandez, and her boyfriend sacked it. But most of those were bots. I didn't know they were bots. I didn't pay for them. They were just, like some weird hooker that is like, I followed you, you should follow me. I'm like, no thanks. And then I just had 8,000 people like follow me. So if you're still following that old account, which I think if you look at the username, it's called Robot Underboot. So it hasn't had any updates in a long time, or if it, I don't know, they blocked me, so I don't know. But if you look up the username for Instagram, Robot Underground, I was able to reclaim that, and then I just had to start over, and I only got under 1,000 on there. So join that. Again, that's just a different format. I put different, I don't always repost the same content on all the platforms. I usually try to post different content on different platforms, which makes it hard for me sometimes whenever I need a video for reference. That's why the last 2 videos that I did for the 12-inch Vato Supreme, I couldn't find them. I couldn't find the 12-inch version. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll post these. And so I recycled them, but I think I used different music. But thanks for your support and your input. I love hearing from you guys. Oh, I will be talking about more stuff. Oh, and I have a couple of build videos I'm doing right now. Thank you very much. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.